When I first seriously started using a camera and figuring it out was, I think I was 19. I was skateboarding a lot back then, and I ended up just like doing some tricks off this loading dock and broke my ankle. So I was laid up for like 3 or 4 months, just super bummed. And my dad actually just sent me a camera out of the blue, like a pretty nice Canon manual camera. And I just started using it as I was hurt and like healing for 3 or 4 months, and I just got hooked after that because it was just so much fun. And it was something I could do like forever. I knew I could like skateboarding wasn't going to be something I was doing forever, but like picking up that camera, I knew I could do it for a while. I started out just shooting whatever I saw at Mount Baker. I mean, I didn't even have a crew or riders to shoot with. I'd shoot my friends and then just wait till sunset and take a picture of the mountain or just anything that looked interesting to me. Like, I always thought it'd be cool to be a professional photographer, but I never really like aspired to do that until like I mixed snowboarding and photography. That's when because I just brought together like the two things that I love the most, and it just made it so clear. I like to shoot black and white in like the milky Mount Baker terrain, because it's kind of a portrayal of the way it looks to the human eye when it's just dark and dumping and you're just riding through trees. I mean, everything just looks black and white. There's not too much color. With film, it just takes you time to think about whether you got the shot or not, and then when you do see it and you like it, then it's just like, it feels that much better than when you just like snap a shot and see it right away and you go home and you're happy.
Oh God!
Yeah, Gus.
Lower that.
It's basically just comes down to the rider's style and how the photographer wants to communicate with the rider and what kind of connection you have. So I guess versatility is definitely something I look for. But the first time I submitted to Frequency, it was so ghetto. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just shooting. I knew that you had to have slide film, and I knew that the light had to be good, and the rider had to have like some kind of name. But that's all I really knew, so I just kind of went out there for a year and just messed around and experimented and figured out how to shoot that stuff. And I ended up scanning like 4 or 5 images and wrote a note and figured out where the Frequency office was and just shoved this disc of scanned images and a note under the door, and didn't hear back for probably almost a year. And then they were like, yeah, we kind of like this one photo that you have. And so I was like, oh cool, yeah, here you go, you can just do whatever you want with it. And that ended up being my first published shot ever, and with Frequency. It was a double-page spread. That was really exciting to see that you could actually take a photo and it go somewhere. I'm just out in the snow with my friends, and then like they're pretty good, so once in a while I just capture a good moment, and that's what happens.